Yo people, welcome back to my channel. Today me and Bimpe will be doing a Nigerian boarding school experience.
Hex, not experience. Experience.
You know, it's a Lily Ama girl in the building. Oh yeah, Orok. What's it in Yoruba?
Orokomi.
Yeah. So, you know, thank you for supporting my channel and all of that. I really appreciate you guys, and I just hope you enjoy the video. Okay, please don't forget to comment, like and subscribe. Hit that subscribe button down below, you know. Oh shit. So do you remember like when you used to go to boarding school and like before you get there they start to search your books?
Oh my god, they searched everything.
I was like, what is this? Is this prison? I'm like, what are you doing, mate? Are you having a laugh? I was just thinking, why are they searching my stuff? Like, I didn't get it, but obviously now it's because of like provisions and stuff, and there's certain like rules that they have. Some things they're like, oh, they find this, sorry, you can't bring this, or they'll sometimes say, oh, you have too many casual clothes. And that was, you know, for the jaye, for what we would call
the Friday
for
nights.
the shubs, for, you know, what do they call it? Socials. Yeah, we used to have socials. So, you know, everyone wants to be looking fleeky. And I brought all my clothes in. I remember I used to even, like, because I brought in a lot of clothes, people used to borrow. I'd just be turning around and I see people in my outfits, but it's all love at the end of the day. Yeah. Because some people couldn't bring in clothes, or they didn't,
and sometimes you might end up needing what they have. Exactly. And if you're very stingy, like everyone would know that's the stingy girl.
Oh,
you don't like
get
to
yourself
share.
a bad rep if you don't share.
And if you're that stingy, to a certain point, they would deprive you of all your stuff. They would actually steal your things just to punish you. They would do that.
Even your provisions, like your. Anyways, provisions. Provisions are a whole nother story, because I wasn't allowed provisions in my school.
I was allowed, but yeah, my mom bought like loads on my way there. So I came ready, and they searched my bags, everything, like Bonvita, cornflakes, Milo, milk, cowbell, peak milk.
Sorry, I take peak milk.
Yeah, peak milk. Boy, put down your tea, girl. Just change your life. Gary, you need Gary, sugar. What else, like non-perishable foods, things that would quite last, because everyone had locker. You had your locker, you had make sure you have a padlock, or else you come back and the whole thing's empty. I have a really
and there's mice as well, so you gotta be careful not to.
We didn't have mice in our building.
What?
Obviously, like my school's like in the middle of nowhere, so and mice is common in Africa. I've got a horrible phobia, so boy, I see them and I just go mad. But it's normal. I remember one time I saw a mouse like on my way to like the library in the middle of middle of the night. As soon as I saw a mouse, I just started screaming, and I woke up the entire dormitory, and everyone was like, what happened? I saw a mouse. We thought you saw a witch. You didn't know it was a mouse. Is that why you're screaming? Listen, you need to get yourself together, because this is gonna be a very, very long, you're gonna be here for a very long time.
So I thought you saw a witch. What kind of stories?
I can't. It's all coming back now. It's been such a long time. It's got many years ago.
Yeah, but with me, when it came to provisions, I held it down. POP. I had myself sorted out, obviously, because when you got connections, you know, things are gone, isn't it? I used to sell them, and I used to make bare money.
This girl right here,
like when it comes, she knows she's very. So like, I don't know, when you used to go to church, they used to make you wear like red scarf.
Yeah, no, well, not my school. Yeah, I went to a Catholic school, and even though like lived in Lagos and everything, my school was actually in a different state, it was in Ogun State. So the drive there was so long. I just kept sitting down, like I had sweaty palms, and oh my god, the worst part was when I found out that I had to cut all my hair off. I actually started school quite young. I was 9 years old when I started school. So how it works is, you see how the British educational system, you have like 6 years, you have 5 years, you have year 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. In Nigeria you have 6 years, so you have GS 1 to 3. That stands for junior secondary school. Junior secondary,
so that's year 7, year 8, year 9.
And then you have senior secondary, which is SS 1, 2 and 3. I was there till like GS1, and then obviously I moved to England.
So you were there for year 7?
No, I was there. So I was in boarding school for 2 years, but I left.
So you did year 7 and year 8?
Yeah,
so JS 1 and JS 2.
3 years actually.
So JS 3, you finished at JS 3?
I finished at JS 3.
Okay. Sorry, I thought you said 2 years.
Okay, a bit mixed up.
Wait, why did they make you cut your hair? Like, why can't they allow you to be beautiful and shine like the goddess that you are? Like, they just want to kill your shine.
They don't have time for that now. Now, with my school, everybody had to cut their hair. First of all, education was the most important thing. They didn't really care about your facial beauty. How old are you? Like, you know, like, you were like 11. Well, I started really young. I started secondary school quite early because moved up. How the Nigerian system works is if you're really smart and you're quite advanced in your class, they don't really want you to outshine everybody else, and if you're not really learning much, they just move you up a class. So I moved quite a few classes up in primary school, so I started secondary school at the age of 9, like the youngest pretty much almost in the whole school.
But they're so like, when it comes to education, Africans, they don't play
too hard. Like,
what? Do you know how peak it is? If you're failing in class, they are gonna put you on the list and they will shame you. Basically, I was in science class, so I did senior school, and I remember like in my science class, they basically put a list of everyone's names like in the set of like what position you've come in the class, and I swear if you were in the bottom of the class, they'll take the piss out of you. Did they put your results on?
Yeah, they always did, and I think every time you were about to like see your results, everyone's like saying that prayer, no matter, listen, I don't want to repeat the year. And one thing I don't understand is, I don't know what it is, but living in England is completely different from like back home.
Nigeria.
They don't believe in learning difficulty. I would tell you that for now. Like if you were getting below your grade, excuse me, they're gonna find a koboko. Koboko is like a horsewhip or the cane. The cane is ready, and they don't like depending on well, I don't want to say like depending on your punishment.
Like what kind of punishment? Like,
let me say for example, you bunked class, you didn't show up. You can't even do that.
Where are you bunking class to?
That's what I'm saying. Like,
where do you hide?
Some people would actually like we were like in the middle of like nowhere, and certain students would jump like the fence and they'll go out to go and see their boyfriend. Because I went to an all girls like Catholic school, so a lot of people were quite rebellious. Like they want to go out there and do their own thing. And I remember one time,
let's do faji.
Hey,
la le Friday, la le Friday, faji. That's what you want to be doing.
Just make sure you're back before
going to
inspection time.
Going to Isuya and buy gala.
Gala.
Do you know gala?
Like kuli
Agbero boys.
Baba Dudu.
I don't know that
coconut sweet. You don't know coconut sweet? Listen, no, I don't know if this girl's Nigerian. Always claiming Ghana. Yeah. But anyway, we have this sweet
shade.
I don't know a whole lot of shade, girl. Yeah.
No comment.
Now, Baba Dudu is the coconut sweet. It's basically made out of coconut and sugar, and yeah, because I guess with you experience was quite different because you were senior.
Yeah, I was a senior. You know, I was in SS. You know, I was running the ish. Okay, I wasn't running ish, but basically I was.
You touchy.
Like when you come from England, it's like everyone's like, she's from Jan. So obviously you already got
what do you call it?
Yankee or
Ajay butter.
Yeah, they call you Ajay butter. I was like, what do you mean Ajay butter? Like, you know, imagine. Yeah, but the funny thing is, I wasn't even living in London. I was living in Berkshire. So like when I came, I was like, oh, excuse me, miss, where's the toilet, please? So I was like, I had this proper British accent, and I had braces as well, and it was just like, it was
a train track. That's they'll be like,
what is this in your teeth?
Your teeth. What is
Why do you have collars on your teeth?
What is this?
Like, nah, it was so peak, guys.
As soon as you go through those gates and they close behind you, it literally feels like you're not coming out for a very long time. It's like prison. And you're not allowed to leave until like half term or when the term's over.
Yeah.
And you get like visiting days and stuff, but you're not even allowed to go past a certain part of the school, because if you go past it, they probably feel like you're trying to sneak out or get away with it. So you weren't allowed to do certain things. We didn't really have cameras everywhere, but trust me, there's always someone watching. There was someone watching.
Which kind of cameras? You had a security guard that stood
security guard, even the security
and then
guard.
you had people that walk up and down the compound to make sure like nothing shady.
Even that security guard, you couldn't really trust him, because give me a little bit of 100 naira, you just find another route to just let go. What was your first week like? I just wanted to know, what was your first week like?
My first week was mad. It was actually a madness. Like, I was just like, I remember I had to bath with cold water. Like, I nearly started crying. Like, my whole body, I took the bucket. So basically, when you go into the bathroom, you would think everyone's got their own personal cubicle in their room, but in SS1, the kind of dorm I had, I think we shared it with SS2. So when I was in SS1, which is year 10, basically the dorm, we were all in one dormitory. I don't know, I think we had JSS3 in there, which is year 9, and basically the bathroom was basically, imagine you go into, I don't know, a big room and it's just tiled, and then like there's little cubicles. So basically imagine over 50 girls bathing in there with their buckets. That's basically what it was. So my first experience of bathing with cold water was a nightmare. It was getting a bit dark, so I had to close the curtains. My uniform was just, it was, okay, basically when we used to get our uniform, I don't know about you guys, but in my school we used to get our uniforms altered because they just looked like potato sacks on us. I just like I don't know, they were really like girls who had shape, literally the uniform didn't even look nice. It was literally a bag. They'll make sure it's like 2 sizes bigger than you, and I was really skinny, and I still am. And they basically gave me like size 12 or size 10 uniform, and I'm like size 6. After that first term, I took my uniform to the tailor, got it fitted, and then I got my houseware done, so everything was looking, you know, everything was looking sweet.
We weren't even allowed to use irons, but somehow we found a way to improvise to make our uniforms look very presentable. We call this thing called Gators.
Oh my days.
So you get a uniform, you lay down in your bed, like you take your time with it.
You get the sprays. It starts
something.
Yeah,
you had this Genge.
Oh,
there was like when I had my hair cut, I didn't feel like myself. I didn't feel comfortable. Like I had really long hair. Imagine going from this length to like level 1 haircut, and it just looked because I had a spiky afro. My hair was like relaxed. So it just spikes everywhere, and the guy that was doing it, he was so scared to cut my hair.
Afro.
I'm sorry, his hands were shaky.
They should have made you bald. Sorry,
bald.
Spiky
afro.
Afro.
Call me Gorimak Masala.
Hey,
Gorimak Masala.
Come and
a song for me. Nigerians always have a song for everything.
It's true. Did you guys used to sing in your class like
Olodo Rabata?
You didn't sing that one. We would sing like all the American songs, and like my friend David would be drumming on the table, and we'd be singing like, hey, I make it win in this term, gotta win, I gotta get.
When there's no light, never takes the light. We all kind of come together. The thing is, like, one thing I really loved about it is we had a community of friends. Everyone kind of comes together.
Everyone's really cool.
And one thing I love about it is so different from like our time now, where everyone's so on your phone, social media. There was nothing like that. You want to have fun, okay, let's go into house sports, let's race around school, let's play hide and seek. Like there was so much to do. There was a lot of things to do. Like we played games, sometimes we have like quiz nights and stuff, or we have dancing competitions and cultural
the dance competitions were the best. You come and see girls doing the most, like you see people going on their back then. Or like, what's this dance? Oh, the dances.
It was amazing. Funny. Like as soon as there's like a new song, have you heard a new song? Don't worry.
We used to learn lyrics. We had a lyric
book. Oh my god, we had a lyric book as well. There was a lyric book, and then I'll buy it, and then all of us start singing songs, start practicing.
And people even borrow it. Oh, let me go and learn the lyrics, and then you write it down as well.
Yeah. Oh. Or if you could maybe get someone who was like a day student to photocopy the lyric book for you. But oh my god, we had some good times.
We had some good
I don't think I'll be the person I am now if I didn't go to Nigerian boarding school. Like it's made me like a well-rounded person.
Same.
It taught me a lot about discipline.
Yeah.
About patience, about being independent as well. Because being away from home, I don't know how I did it, but
you just got through.
What doesn't kill you makes you stronger. I got through it.
You see, Africans, we got a black man blood in us. We're gonna die on the line.
I don't know about that one.
Okay, we're gonna die,
but we will not die, but live to declare the glory of God.
I feel like Africans, like they just have this "I'm gonna get through it" kind of mentality. So when you're in boarding school, that's all you gotta think. And I remember when I was in boarding school, I was not gonna be at the bottom of the class. I was like, no, I'm in science class. I'm gonna get through this. Like I'm gonna push through, and like I had to learn how to adapt to the culture. And basically, why did I go back? I didn't get shipped back, as people always refer to it.
And you didn't come because you were naughty, because a lot of international students just get sent over to Nigeria. I'm going on a one-way ticket. You're a very naughty child. They will teach you some life lessons.
But I was actually really scared. I remember crying in year 6. And I got in trouble with the headmaster. I was like, please don't tell my mum, she's going to send me back to Nigeria. I thought Nigeria is just like a village, like a jungle. I just thought it was I even thought boarding school was peak. But also, when we used to go for assembly, they used to get flogged. Like the boys would get flogged for sagging, so bussing low, and the girls, that if you're running late. The first time I got flogged, I think I cried. I cried because I wasn't used to that kind of stick. I was only used to the wooden spoon that they use to make like eel and stuff.
When it came to time to collect, they said, come and collect your king. Collect your king.
When do you collect it? When you're late? You have to be on time.
If your grades are falling, you're in trouble. you have to do better than you already are. Like you can't fall below your predicted grades or certain things like that. And something else as well, like if you're getting beat, they don't go for your hands because you can always shake it off and get it. My darling, turn around. that bomb is gonna get smacked.
But then some of the boys, I don't know how they did it.
If you like, tense, if you tense, they beat you up even more.
Yeah, but they will still.
You don't feel nothing.
The senior boys, they'll just stand there like this.
Now because they trying to come on, they guys, they want to kill appearances.
And then like I was a senior, and all the juniors were watching me when I got flogged for assembly, and I was just like.
Nah.
Because I wanted to look cute and not be crying and bawling, because some of these juniors were used to getting flogged. Like, it would be embarrassing.
Did they ever tell you that you have this, they say you smell like London? They used to say like you have this smell
you smell different, or you look different.
You smell different. Someone was like, who just came from London? I was thinking, oh my God, look at me. I need to have this in my locker. No one can get hold of this. I put it in my locker.
You need to buy a big padlock, you know.
I had the biggest padlock.
And they still broke in?
I went to, yeah. I had my lesson, my classes, and then halfway through I just let me quickly go into my dormitory and go get something. Then on my way into the hall, I just saw this little sweets scattered on the floor. I was thinking, wait.
Those look familiar.
Those look familiar. Oh my God, I walked to my locker, it was wide open. Someone must have smashed the padlock, the really massive ones that I don't even, I need like something to melt it to have it open. Someone smashed it, scattered they took all my sweets, they took my money, they took all my munchies, my crisps, my drinks,
deodorant, perfume,
everything. That day I cried my eyes out. Someone was like, ah.
Did you ever find them?
I never found it.
In my school they would have been like, I swear.
Say shake weight, when you say shake weight, because whoever took my stuff, may you get chronic diarrhea for the next 5 months. You will not pass your exam. You will not do well. You repeat. You'll be here even after you finish university. You still be in jail.
Thank you for watching, guys. I hope you liked that video. Please like, comment, and subscribe again. And if you want to see any more videos, you know, just talking about boarding school experience or giving you advice, please get this video to how many likes?
1,000 likes. Yeah, aim high.
Aim high.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll see, isn't it? If we get to 1,000 likes, then we'll be doing a part 2, and we'll see, isn't it? Thank you for watching. Bye.
Thanks for having me as well.
Say bye.
Bye, guys.